Hey everyone, no respawns here. Hope you're having a grand week. So this is a mod update video because it's been a thing for the last few weeks, nearly a month now. Everyone, it's been a big journey with the old mods, especially with the latest next gen patch that no one wanted, breaking everything for everyone, and naturally that broke everything for me too. And unfortunately things are still broken that I found out earlier, but that was actually not relating to the patch. So I'm just gonna give you guys a full update. I have got plans. I'm English. I've got plans for mods in the upcoming weeks as well, or months actually. And I wanted to kind of just give you an idea of the state of everything, but also my plans and what I want to be doing. So let's jump into it. So this is my mod. This is in Fallout 4, obviously. This is the coastal cottage. I have fallen off a wall, but look at these nice walls. Ah, gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that view. Lovely. And unfortunately, this very pretty mod, I have to rebuild completely from scratch again, and I'm very mad about that. I actually found this out earlier this afternoon that I was like, oh, I have to like redo the whole thing again. Cool, great. So those who don't follow me on Twitter, if you have followed me on Twitter, you know like most of the things that have been going on, but you don't know the most recent one. So basically, among other things, I have been trying to fix pre-combined data. So pre-combined data is when you load into a cell, like say this house here, for example. If I've edited the game world in any way, shape or form, rather than this house loading as one entity, all of the separate asset aspects of this house will actually load separately. So this could often mean like, you know, for example, the roof is separate technically, and then like, this doorway, I believe, and little bits like that, these walls, and all that jazz. They'll load separately, and that can impact frame rates, or it could have impacted. Well, it would have impacted frame rates like back in like 2015 when people had slightly less good computers. Now it's not really much of an issue, and that's pretty much why I've never bothered doing it, because I'm like, well, not really much reason to do it because it doesn't really affect anything, and it's just mostly people being perfectionists. But I kept getting inundated by messages, especially on Nexus mods, and people being a little bit alarmist as well, which is, it really always rubs me the wrong way with people like that. It's like, you are breaking the game. So no, I'm not. No, I'm not at all. Maybe if you've got 7,000 mods installed, but there's probably another reason for that. But I thought, you know what, this mod, I'm going to do it. I'm going to learn how to regenerate the pre-combined data. And I did it. I actually messed up the first time because I didn't archive the data, which caused the whole issue, which helped to infer a later issue, which I'm going to get to in a sec, so it was handy in that way. Broke it, didn't know what I was doing, figured it out, fixed it. Then the new update that no one asked for dropped for Fallout 4, and that actually broke a program called FOEdit, which you use to kind of tidy your mods up. And they recently, really good work on their part, I think just at the end of the last month, released a big update for it, so I was able to like, cool, I can tidy up my mods now. Then I had a big issue where I dug out my PlayStation 4 because I wanted to test the mod out, and that wasn't working because of the new update, and I figured that out. That was the bit of the thing that happened on Twitter last night, where I was like, guys, why can't I open the mod menu? I'm really confused. Had to reinstall all the DLC and like reinstall the game. I had to basically wipe my existing mod data by uninstalling the game. Really cool. Went to upload the mod to PlayStation earlier today, and it wouldn't let me. And the reason why it wouldn't let me is because all of the pre-combined data is actually counts as external assets. And for those who don't know, PlayStation have a bit of a thing with external assets, so you can't actually have any. Basically, they can only accept the base mod file, nothing additional to it. How that's historically mean is that you've not got any of, like, you know, custom epic skins, like weird guns, like completely new things that you wouldn't have seen in any of the base games or the DLCs, which is why all of my mods have been made with vanilla assets. I've always just used the base Fallout folder, and not even in it to use any of the DLC, just because I didn't want to have any conflict issues, and it's never caused me any bother at all. I went to upload it and I was like, nope, you can't do that, and I was like, god damn it. So I was like, right, okay, I've got a few hours. What I'll do is I will just undo it all. And that's what I did. I went through, I tried it 2 different ways. Initially, I removed it using FOEdit, but that didn't work. So eventually I was like, right, I'm actually just going to see what happens if I just remove all of the previous, like actually the files that it mentions in the conflict when I try and upload, and I removed all of them. And this is what it looks like now. So it actually works fine on PC. Unfortunately, I uploaded it, and I was like, oh, sick, I can upload it to the PSN network, and yay, it worked. And I uploaded it a few hours ago, and several people already downloaded it and rated it 5 stars, a little bit prematurely, lads. And then I went to test it, and it immediately crashed. Like, my console kept crashing. I'd load up the game, like, wherever I was, but then I'd try to get a coastal cottage, and it would crash completely. And I knew exactly what had happened is it now has no viz data for this area, so it just it doesn't know how to load in the game, the area at all. And I think that means that I don't know how to undo that now, because I stupidly didn't back up the file before I started messing with the previz data. So what I'm going to have to do, the long story, the short is, I'm going to have to remake this mod completely and utterly from scratch. And that's what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks. It won't even, I'll probably take me like a day, to be honest, because one, I've relearned all the things that are bothering me, and most things that have slowed this mod down haven't actually been the building, it's actually been all the nonsense surrounding it. Now look, yes, I could upload this version right now. I could quickly just regenerate the previs and the pre-combines and upload this to PC, Nexus, and probably Xbox as well. I will not be doing that. And for those who don't know, this is a combination of two things. One, and probably more practically, I probably won't be motivated to do a PlayStation version if I do that. Because I'd be like, well, you know, I'll get to it, guys, I promise, yada yada, and then I'll probably just move on to new things. And two, I made a very huge point years ago when mods and the whole situation with non-external assets for PlayStation came out, that I was going to make sure you all got the same mod. So all of my mods are PlayStation compatible or no one else at all, kind of thing. That's how I'm working on it. And there's also a slightly other petty thing, which is I'm really mad at the people who kept messaging me about fixing the pre-combines, because they're the people who started this. I did this to make them happy, and then it never occurred to me that I wouldn't be able to do it on PlayStation. To those people, by the way, because I know you're still out there, if it bothers you so much, you clearly know how to fix it, so just fix it yourself. You can literally fix my pre-combine data by just opening the asset up in Creation Kit and just generating the visibility yourself, and then saving it as a new file, creating the archives. Boom. Trotsky has a great video. Follow his guide. It's like 15 minutes of the video. You're grand. Do it yourself, right? I'm not doing it. Bugger off. But you look, yeah, so sorry about that. I'm really sorry this has taken so long. This has been such a ball ache because, one, this mod I started like about a month ago, and it was done in like 2 weeks. But then this whole ordeal has just lasted weeks and weeks and weeks. But also the fact is it's sort of interfered with all of my other content because, you know, I did the Mandalores video and I did a couple of Fallout 76 builds, but I keep coming back to this because it's like this thing like on my shoulder being like, Davey, you gotta do it, And I was like, fine. So I'm just gonna sort of like, I won't be making another video on this mod until it's just done. I won't be like posting about it. I'm not even going to acknowledge its existence. It's just in about a month, you'll see me post a video, be like, it's done, guys. And I might see if I can, like, I don't know, add a few bits. I'm just going to have to basically, I'm going to keep this initial file and I'm just going to copy it almost completely. Well, it won't look exactly the same, but it'll look roughly the same. This has actually been a very helpful experience, though, because even though I'm very, very annoyed that I had to do this for Fallout 4, because obviously with Starfield isn't available on PlayStation, so knowing how to rebuild the previs and the pre-combines will be helpful because I will be able to do it for the Starfield mods when they inevitably drop. So that's cool. Obviously not good for PlayStation users, but then you'll still be getting Fallout mods, so it's grand. It's all good. And it also has been fun because I've just sort of been immersed in the Creation Kit, and it has put me in the mood to make mods. I like playing around with it, and you know, and yeah, so that's been cool. But yes, really, really sorry this has taken so long. I genuinely didn't plan it to take so long. It's been a whole series of nonsense things. Also, and if those of you don't know, with the Fallout series dropping, everyone's videos if you've got a Fallout channel, it's been blowing up, and mine has been going nuclear. I haven't been uploading many videos, but my views are up like nearly as much as when they were there. Well, maybe not nearly as much as 2016, but like 2017 level. Close enough. So I really should make some, you know, videos at some point. Rather than all you guys just watching the old ones, which, yeah, a lot of you have. So anyway, yes, plan is mods over the next week, a couple of weeks, so probably, hopefully at the end of the month, if not early June. The next mod after that will actually be Sunshine Tidings Co-op, because that's one of my favourite settlements. I already know exactly what I'm going to do with it. The good thing about that one is, not one, I know exactly what I'm going to do with it, and two, I don't have to worry about the pre-combined data at all, so I won't have to worry about twatting around with that, so that shouldn't take too long. But anyway, yes, yeah, sorry of all this bulakey. For those new people who have joined the channel, thank you for joining. I would say I'm more organised than this, but that's an absolute lie, I'm not. And I'll speak to you absolutely lovely people soon. You take care.